Imagine spending 44 years behind bars for a crime you didn't commit. This is the harrowing story of Ronnie Long, a man whose life was torn apart by a wrongful conviction. From a promising young athlete to a symbol of justice denied, Ronnie's journey is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the fight for truth. Join us as we unravel the shocking details of his arrest, the flawed trial, and the decades-long battle that finally set him free. On the night of 25th of April, 1976, a man broke into a house on South Union Street in Concord, North Carolina, by climbing up a white banister and then entering through a window off the porch roof. Sarah Bost, a 54-year-old widow, was home alone when she was caught by surprise in her kitchen. The intruder put a knife to her throat and demanded money, but there was none in her purse, so the man then dragged her to the stairs, ripped her clothes off, and assaulted her as she tried her best to fight back. The vicious attack lasted 10 agonizing minutes, after which the assailant fled. Ronnie Wallace Long was a young black man living in the same area in Concord, North Carolina. He was known for being a talented high school athlete and was well-liked in his community. He was leading a relatively normal life, with no significant criminal history. But then in 1976, Ronnie Long was accused of the terrible crime against Sarah Bost. The accusation came under highly questionable circumstances. Ronnie was initially in court for a minor trespassing charge when the victim, who had been brought to the courtroom in disguise, identified him as her attacker. This identification was dubious, as she had previously described her attacker as a light-skinned black man. However, Ronnie was dark-skinned. The trial was marred by racial prejudice and misconduct. An all-white jury, which was allegedly handpicked by local law enforcement, convicted Long of burglary and intercourse without consent. Despite having several alibi witnesses who testified that Ronnie was elsewhere at the time of the crime, the 21-year-old was sentenced to 2 life terms. Key evidence, such as fingerprints and semen samples that did not match Ronnie's, was never disclosed to the defense. Ronnie Long spent 44 years in prison, maintaining his innocence throughout. During his incarceration, he faced numerous challenges and hardships. Despite the grim circumstances, Ronnie continued to fight for his freedom with the help of his family and legal advocates, including the Duke Law School Wrongful Convictions Clinic. But then in August 2020, a federal appeals court ordered a new hearing for Ronnie, citing extreme and continuous police misconduct. This led to his conviction being vacated, and Ronnie was released from prison. He was 65 years old. Later that year, North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper granted him a full pardon of innocence. After his release, Ronnie Long received a $25 million settlement from the city of Concord in the state of North Carolina. This settlement included $22 million from the city and $3 million from the State Bureau of Investigation. The settlement also came with a public apology from the city for the misconduct that led to his wrongful conviction. However, no amount of money or apologies will ever be enough for losing 44 years of your life for a crime you didn't commit. This is truly a sad case.